Hello friends, my name is Divik and welcome back to the channel and welcome to another video. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your day, evening, morning, or wherever you are. And here, let's just get right into this thing. This is top 5 creatures that I like to see in Paleo Ark. Now, disclaimer, I do not have any kind of control or any kind of say in anything that happens inside Paleo Ark. I'm just the news guy. This is just for funsies, much like it was for the 5 creatures, the Ark Editions creatures that I'd like to see have savage variants. I'll maybe put a card on top of the screen here so you guys can see that video if you haven't already. But this is just for funsies and just for the lulz and for the craps and giggles, or the other thing that I'm not going to say because no. But without further ado, and as much as I would love to be watching this Spinosaurus move around all day, let's just get in and get started with number 5, one of my favorite creatures in the game. Let's go. Number 5, Dinochus. Now, this guy is one of my favorite land creatures of all time. In every Let's Play, I have to have a Dinochus somewhere in my creatures, in my pack of animals to use, just because of their utility. Now, it is for that same reason that I would love to see Dinochus get a Paleo variant. Now, as far as what additional abilities it could have, I don't know. I really don't. But I think an alternate feathering style would be really cool. I've actually done some alternate feathering styles for these guys in the past. I haven't publicly shown them anywhere, but I have done something like that. So if that's something you guys want to see, I can put it on Twitter or something later. But yeah, just let me know in the comments below if that's something you would actually be interested in seeing an artist rendition of the Dinochus. But hey, this thing is objectively and literally better than the regular Raptor, and seeing it in the Paleo mod would be very cool, I think. Plus, with its latch ability, I think maybe you could then maybe have the latch ability be targetable, meaning like you can aim at a certain spot and then it like jump to that area. I don't know, but that would be really cool, and that is why the Dinochus should absolutely get a Paleo variant. Now for the next creature. Up at number 4, we have the Argentavis, the Sky Carrier itself. You know what? I actually really like the Argy. It is, as far as favorite creatures, it is just underneath the Griffin as far as favorite flyer is concerned. And literally, I mean, come on, there is no flyers in Paleo Ark right now. And if I had to pick a starting point for flyers to come into Paleo Ark, the RG would be the ultimate start. I mean, look at this thing. It's got a smithy in its saddle. It has weight reduction on most items. I mean, come on. It's a no-brainer to have Argentavis come into the game, into the mod. And as far as like additional abilities, maybe make it a little bit. I don't know. Paleo Ark, they tend to lean more into what the actual creature was like, as far as like effectiveness and whatnot, and then they just do cool patterns. Sometimes it's more the latter than the further, but it's still something that could be really cool and very interesting somewhere down the line. And RG, with its abilities that it has already, having a Paleo variant on top of all of that would be very cool. Maybe you can do some alternate patterns, who knows. That would be very interesting, and I would very much like to see that. RG, let's go. Up at number, I think this is 3, we have the Thylacolio. Now, here's the deal. There's 2 mammals on this list, and I picked mammals. There's 2 mammals here because there's no mammals in Paleo Ark with the exception of the Smilodon, which is, well, just the saber, just souped up very much. And I would very much like to see more mammals be added into this mod, starting with the Thylacolio, and then maybe somewhere down the line, the other mammal in this list. Now, I would love to see Depths or anyone kind of refine the climbing ability, perhaps make it more like the Megalania's climb, which is objectively and far better than the Thylacolio's climb. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. As much as I love the Thylacolio, its climb is terrible, and I would love to see it a better climbing mechanic be implemented. The jumping off and attacking thing, that's totally fine. That's fine by me, honestly, but the climbing is terrible, and I would love to see Depths or someone take on that climbing and like make it better. Because goodness, you could do so much for the Thyla. On top of getting a better coloration, like the skin being like altered in a big way. So I mean, the R Thyla is great, but I'm pretty sure you can make something even cooler with the Thylacolio, and that is something I would very much like to see, and that is why Thyla is third on the list. Now, let's go to the next section. Alright, up at number, I want to say this is 2. We have the woolly rhino. This is the other mammal that I would like to see in Paleo Ark. And let's be honest, the rhino is really freaking cool. I mean, look at this thing. Now, I don't know what you could really do for this thing. Maybe like a skewer ability. Like maybe it can like pick up creatures with its horn. But I would love to see Depths or anyone take on this creature and make a paleo variant of it, just because, I mean, the rhino is so cool. It's used for boss fights, for goodness sake. Like, you can't get much cooler than that. I mean, I would have said the Theria, but the Theria is already in Paleo Ark, so that's neither here nor there. But, I mean, the next biggest creature or herbivore that's usually used in boss fights is the rhino. And plus, you could really make some cool stuff. Maybe like there's something kind of like warming ability that it has. But you know what? Objectively, the rhino is really cool, and it is slept on for a lot of mods. I don't see it utilized very often. In just, hey, here's a creature mod, right? You always see your raptors, your trikes, your stegos, and whatnot, but you don't see rhino very often. And as cool as this creature is, it is a travesty that you don't see this guy more often. And I would love to see it more often. But anyways. Yeah, a skewer ability or something, maybe definitely a new skin. I'm using the R variant for this clip, because, I mean, R variant is way cooler than the regular one, let's be completely freaking honest here. And, I don't know, you could really make something cool, I think. And, man oh man oh man, I would love to see the rhino, in some form or fashion, be added to Paleo Ark. Now, whether it gets additional abilities or not, I don't know. I don't know. You could, I don't know, let me know in the comment section below, and let's get into number 1. Now, and finally, at number 1, we have the Mantis. Now, a lot of creatures I could have picked for number 1, a lot of creatures that could have been here, but I went with the Mantis because honestly, out of all the bugs in this game, Ranio, Bloodstalker, Arthropleura, Scorpion, I feel like the Mantis could be something more interesting. Now, could the Scorpion be more interesting? Yeah. But let's look at the utility of the Mantis as it is right now. It can hold tools. It has a really cool jumping ability. Well, a jumping attack. And then with Kraken's Better Dinos, it has the ability to jump. Now, I don't know what you could really do as far as other abilities for this creature. Maybe like a targeted jump, like with the Dinochus that I mentioned earlier. And also, sidebar, I would also want to do something like that for the Thylacolio, for the climb. But that's neither here nor there. But, the Mantis, I just feel like it would be a lot cooler. And plus, with its utility of being able to hold weapons, picks, whips, all that stuff, it could be really, really nice. And I think a paleo variant of it would be nice. Maybe there's like weight reduction with like metal, stone, flint, things like that. Because Ankylosaurus, that's another creature that I feel like if it was a paleo variant, more weight reduction on different things. Because like I said earlier with the Argies, that could be a thing. Weight reduction on like flint, chitin, keratin, things of that nature. And you can see me right here struggling to get the pick in the inventory. I actually hadn't played with this creature in a long time, and hey, there we go, nailed it. And I had completely forgotten how to get the weapons into its hands and whatnot. And as you can see right there, we got it. So hey, and also if you have weapons and whatnot in the Mantis's hands, in the hands of the Mantis, it does greater damage in combat and whatnot. So it makes it even all the more deadly. Now, as far as a visual aid, I'm not really sure what you can do for the Mantis. I'm not really sure what you can really add to it. I mean, the model's fine-ish, and I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why I got stuck there, but I got booted out thanks to the Styraco there. Oof. But anyways, let me know, guys. What would you want to see from the Paleo Ark mod? What kind of creatures would you want added? I've heard tell. Speaking of flyers flyers. I've heard tell about potentially maybe the Quetzal, but I can't really comment or speculate on that. I think I've heard maybe the Quetzal at some stage, but I mean that's just another. If not, that's also a creature I wouldn't mind seeing. But if it's not in the pipeline, then hey, there you go. You know, if I'm right, then I'm right. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. That's totally okay. But let me know, guys, what creatures would you want to see in Paleo Ark, and let me know in the comment section below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.